Hey everybody, welcome back to a new season of Voicing with Queen. How are y'all? Miss me? I miss y'all. And all y'all said, oh, she all done up and everything. What's going on? Hey, how y'all doing today? Well, as y'all can see, I'm all done up because today was the members only brunch that LaDon of LaDon Collection from here in Detroit, Michigan have every year with many of entrepreneurs in the house from every walks and businesses you can ever think of, where we get together once a year and network and engage with one another on different things and potentially become each other clients. Networking is very, very big. And being an entrepreneur in any game, I don't care if it's a clothing game, podcast game, movie game, music, networking is always the way to go. Like at all times. If you are not out there networking and patronizing um, the people and everything of that sort, it becomes an issue, right? So, yeah, you want to do that. But I just want to read back with new time, new date, well, new day, rather. Um, hey, had to give y'all what y'all asked for. Y'all say Thursday nights was a little too much for y'all, so here we are to Sundays. So we have been through a lot to get to this point, haven't we? Yes, voices, we've been through a lot. But right now, let me share our little reminder. So, that's the biggest thing about being an entrepreneur these days. You have to support one another. I don't care. You don't have to actually purchase something from me.
Absolutely.
But just like you share that it's Carly B's birthday, you can share my post.
And
You know what I'm
okay, well,
saying?
can we talk about that right now?
Yes,
Can
we
we talk about
can.
that?
We have came a long way, right? So let's talk about it. So being an entrepreneur, it's a lot that comes with it. It's so hard to be an entrepreneur than it is to be an employee. And I'm just stating facts all day. It's a struggle. You don't know if you're going to get money this day or if you're going to get a whole lot of money this day. You never know being an entrepreneur. But being an employee, you don't have to worry about that. You know you're getting paid X amount of dollars an hour for the work that you put in. Period. Ain't no negotiating that, ain't no thinking about it twice, right? So I'm not saying don't be one. I'm just saying it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of rubbing elbows. And you can't just rub elbows with certain people to say, oh, well, I was there. No, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent in anything that you do. So if you want people to know you, you want people to support you, you have to be there through it all. It'd be so funny. And so people also think that because you family with people or you real close to people, friendship wise or whatever, your biggest supporters is always, and I want you to hear it here with me today. Your biggest supporters is always people looking in from the outside. It's rarely people that you know, right? So I just want to, make that clear. And so I'm saying that to say this. Yeah, I know y'all girl got a lot of things on the first lead. So coming May 25th, I'm having a women's empowerment brunch. And we're going to talk about these things, but we're going to have some wonderful panelists there that can voice about the struggles of being an entrepreneur, other things they have to do and have did in order to get their product and their brand out there. And it takes a lot of marketing. It really does. It does take time. It's sometimes it won't happen overnight. If it happened overnight for you, kudos. But for most, it doesn't. It takes a lot of dedication and energy. But yet you have to be able to support other people as well. It don't cost nothing to share a post. It don't cost nothing. You just hit a share button. It's free. Because although you may not rock with it, there's somebody on your friends list, your timeline that's looking and saying, "Oh, I needed that." I'm just saying. And sometimes it works like that. You just never know. So sharing the post, go ahead. It's free. It's not costing you nothing. It's not costing you anything. So yes, members only brunch. That's what it's all about. Support, networking with each other throughout the city. You got some people who fly in from different states as well. And you see so many different walks and so many entrepreneurs in so many lanes. And it's like, wow, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So that's why I'm all dazzled up today. My first time wearing makeup in 43 years. I never wore makeup. So I chose to get glamorous today. So here we go. All for the members brunch. Had to represent. Had to. So I'm glad y'all like it. Thank y'all very much. So let's get into some real hot talk today. Whew. Child. So there's I can't show no footage right now because I don't have no footage on my own and it's copywritten, so I cannot show it, but we can talk about it. There's a town down south that our young black men is coming up missing. Literally coming up missing. Dead, been snatched up, young, our babies, and it's not getting enough footage to me, right? I want to know, honestly, what is wrong with some people? What can a child do to you so wrong for you to be so malicious towards them? It's no excuse. I don't care if they bratty. I don't care if they just not learn how to talk. They just not getting into the world. Like you have to be a sick person to mess up with children. And do you think that's okay? It's not. But these boys are going missing and turning up dead in a county down south. I can't put it up right now. I should have that ready, but someone sent it to me and I braced over it and I'm like, oh my God, like this just don't make no sense. Like, when are we gonna really protect our children? Right now, we got two 16-year-old girls missing out in Detroit. We have a young man and his teens also missing out in Detroit. Our too many of our children is coming up missing. So here's a proposal. Now, I can't speak on Android phones because unfortunately I don't have one. But if you have an iPhone and your children have an iPhone, have them share their location with you at all times. You don't have to share your location with them though. Brighter side of being a parent. But have your kids share that location with you at all times. So you know where they are. It's such a sad place out here these days. And it's scary. Times have changed. Times getting worse. Or is it the same? Who knows? And the reason why I say that is because now we have cameras everywhere. We have social media, we have phones with cameras on it. So everything is recorded. It's there. We didn't have that back in the day. So you would think it'll be a lot easier to track your kids. And it really is. But these kids coming up missing like they are, you need to know where your kids at all times. It shouldn't be no if, ands, or buts about that. Where you at? Who you with? They snatching them up. And at this point, they don't care if they male or female. That's how sad it been gotten. But why? Why? We gotta get a hold of our kids. We really do. We need to know what they into. We be nosy. Our parents was nosy with us. Well, I know mine was. My mama wasn't letting up. My mama was in everything. And if she wasn't in it, my aunties was in it. And if they wasn't in it, my grandma was in it. I'm just saying it was a trickle down effect. They say it takes a village. And it really does take a village. But you have the freedom to build your village. So build your village wisely to protect your kids at all times. Have someone around your children that you trust, really trust, and know that they love and honor your children the same way you love and honor your children. Because you can have a person that love and honor you, but don't give a damn about your children. And that goes for family members, that goes for friends, associates. Pay attention to the comments, to the cracks, to the jokes. Pay attention to that, and that tells you everything that you need to know. I really need y'all people to be more mindful on who y'all leave y'all kids with. It's very imperative at this point. They're coming up missing. They coming up missing. I ain't gonna lie, my kids get on my nerves sometimes. I'm a true parent. They get on my nerves sometimes. But when they leave from in front of me, in my care, in my eyesight, in my touch, I'm on their butts. I know where they are. I know who they with. Sometimes I pop up to where they are. I don't care. Yep, I'm not pop up mom. I don't care. So what? I make sure my baby's okay. And it's not okay for these babies to keep coming up missing the way they are. Like for real. So we need to do better. I'm asking y'all, let's do better. Can we do better? When it come down to it, to our children, can we do better? Because I'm tired of looking on the news. These babies, they getting killed left and right. And over what? And for what? What's the reason? I don't think it is a reason. Not for a kid. Probably for an adult. But not for no kid. Whew. Well, on to other news. So, as y'all see, let's talk about it. Um, a big shout out to my sponsors. We got the Lens Guide in the house. Shout out to the Lens Guide. Shout out to Support to Be Supported. Shout out to First Lady Essentials. Better Medical Bites. A shout out to all of y'all for sponsoring Voicing with Queen. Gotta give a shout out to these black businesses. Follow them on all social media and patronize them. Of course, patronize them. So, um, Keish not here right now because Keish have her um comedy thing going with Grandma Keish that went over. And so she'll probably be in a little later if she can. But yes, check her out. New skits, new coming everything. And also stay tuned because she got a comedy tour coming up. Shout out to Keish. Yes. And don't forget to follow her on IG and on Facebook. As a matter of fact, I need me change that. Yes. Okay. Had to get it right, y'all. I had to make sure I got it right. Yes. Follow Keisha Laugh a Lot Keish on IG and Facebook. She got a comedy tour coming up. She might be here in y'all state. So go ahead and follow her. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. So, in other news, let's talk about this explosion. So, there was an explosion out in Southwest Detroit, and they had a lot of gas fluids there. And as soon as the factory closed, it caught on fire, and it was explosives everywhere, like firecrackers, just exploding everywhere. Kind of find out the facility didn't have license to store that type of chemicals. So what you say about that? Do someone really get in trouble behind that besides a big fine? So we know it's going to be a fine, right? Because you illegally have this stored at your facility. It's dangerous, it's hazardous to people's health and everything. And in a situation like this, where everything exploded, like, what would happen? What if the employees was there? God forbid. Thank God wasn't no one there. But what if the things exploded while people was there? Many people would have lost their lives. And the sad part is they didn't have no kind of precautions in place to ensure that it wouldn't be no danger. And that's just plain out crazy. It's people that desperate for a company that y'all don't make sure measures are in place to ensure the security of not only yourself but your business and the people that may work for you. All that should come in play, right? Clearly in this situation it didn't. But the good thing is I heard that they was closed and did nobody get hurt. But is it really that easy to just open up a facility and not have the permits that is needed? Who do that fall on? Do that fall on the county or the state or the city that you got your business in? Along with fall on the employees that work there? Okay, y'all. It was technical difficulties. We are back. Sorry about that. Things happens, but we still here and we still going. Welcome back. Welcome back. So what was we talking about? Cause I didn't get all out of focus. Okay. Cause it's like, what happened? Um. So I don't even know where we was. Like that really, really went off. I don't know how that happened. Mm, mm. So on to further news. So we have we finally got a reality show here called Love and Marriage Detroit. Was brought on by Carlos King, which is over um, Love and Marriage. What is it? Potomac, Love and Marriage, um, Housewife. What is it? Housewives of Atlanta or some whatever he's over. It's so many franchises, reality TV. But he came here with this show. Um, I like the show a little bit. It do represent um, couples from Detroit. I love that as long as it represent our city. However, it put me in a mind of a repeat version of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And with that, it's like, is anything real about this one? But they've been going out of focus for a minute. It's almost time for them to come back so I can see what's going on. I really would like to know what's really been going on. They've been off the grid. I ain't seen no show saying another season is coming. But it really feels like these couples are doing the same thing as the other couples and they act alike the other ones. So we'll see what's going on. But I really feel as if we need some producers and directors to really come into Detroit and really represent Detroit in a positive light. We understand that relationships happen, relationships go through good, they go through bad. But why is it that we always have to hear about the bad? Why? Why it can't be nothing good in our relationships? Why it always have to be infidelity? It comes with jealousy and everything on that sort. I think it should be something different. So there's a couple of couples on there that put me in the mind of Melanie. I like Melanie and Martell from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And it's like, is you trying to repeat that in a whole nother city? Why can't it be a couple that overcame some stuff? Why they got to be on the verge of divorce? You know, um, I don't think it's anything positive in that. And I know it's supposed to be a reality show, but I feel like it should show more than the negative parts of a relationship. Like the whole first season was a lot of bickering between this one couple and the things that was said and the things that was done. Me personally would be done with the relationship, but who knows how somebody thinking, right? Everybody relationship is different. Everybody tends to it differently. But in my opinion, is what I'm saying, is that it seems as if the characters from that one show is the same as the characters from the other show. like issues, same demise, same everything. So I'm just hoping there'll be another change because it's a lot of power couples here in Detroit that's really doing it, ain't cheating on each other. There's no outside kids, none of that. Like, we could be seen in a better light than that. And I feel like we should be on a bigger scale. It's always a bigger scale that want to paint us as something negative, and we're not that negative. So I really am hoping for a change for that because we gotta do something different. Definitely gotta do something different. So as y'all know, it's Women's Month, or should I say Women's Month, Queen Month, Lady Month, Woman Month, Girl Month, Female Month. It's our month. Let's go. And we're kicking it off, and we're kicking it off right. When women, we endure a lot of things. But sis, if you're watching this, I want to say I'm proud of you. You stood tall, you stood firm on what you believe in and what you wanted, and you went and you got that shit. Congratulations. I want to give you that. Let me give you your flowers. It's not too many of us getting flowers these days. So let me give you them flowers. Because I know as a woman, it's a struggle. It's hard to do the things that we're able to do. No matter what your profession is, we still have it hard. So I just want to say congratulations to you, sis. You got this. And you pushing on through. And you built for this. Just know you built for this. So let's get going, okay? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. And speaking of Women's Month, have y'all heard of Mary Kenner? No? Well, Mary Kenner is the first woman that invented sanitary pads and a sanitary belt, which helps the women to keep their pads in place. Y'all remember the belt back in the day that used to hook up to the pads, and it's like a strap that goes across to hold it. Yes, a woman invented that, and her name was Mary Kenner. So let's give flowers to Miss Kenner for coming through because without them pads, what y'all gonna do? I know y'all need them pads to soak up all that blood we bleed every month. So we gotta get a woman that made them. Initially her prize. We gotta give her our flowers for that. Imagine if we didn't have them pads. What we're gonna be walking around just bleeding through our pants or just bleeding everywhere. Sit down, it's blood there. Or use tissue or something like that. Yeah. Ain't that disgusting? To make you appreciate, right? Well, to kick off Women's Month, we're going to appreciate Miss Mary Kenner. She is the inventor of the sanitary napkins. And if y'all really want to know her how to spell her last name, it's Kenner. But she also had 5 patents underneath her belt as well. Okay, beside of her sister. So her and her sister created some things together, and they created the toilet paper holder. Y'all know that little thing that you put the roll of tissue on. Yeah, her and her sister created that. So we want to give kudos to Miss Mary Kenner. And she was born May 17th of 1912, and she passed away January the 13th of 2006. Beautiful black woman. Look her up. I feel like as long as you know your history, you'll know where you're going. You got to know where you're coming from to know where you're going. You got to know your history. That's what that means. Good and bad. Good and bad. I know a lot of our history is a little tainted. It is. But we have to know how to appreciate it too, though. Because that shows us how strong our ancestors was and how strong they wanted us to be to face the things that we face in society today. I know I hear some people say that today's day is hard and everything. It really isn't. I think we just got a little spoiled. Because, see, back in the day, we really had to fight for equality. We had to fight to ride on the same rides as other people. We had to fight to sit at the same places as other people. We had to fight to be able to put in a vote as other people, and especially as a woman. A woman in America back in the day could vote. We didn't have no identity at all as a woman. So being a woman means a lot. It means a lot. We have been raped, we have been abused mentally, physically, sexually, verbally for hundreds of years. But yet we always seems to come on top. And this is just one of them. And I'm telling what Miss Kenner went through trying to get these sanitary napkins patent, what she went through to try to get them made officially to be marketed. But she did it. But she did it. So she gets the kudos for standing strong on what she believed in. And she wasn't selfish with the fame. She brought her sister along, and together they worked together as a sisterhood and created the paper towel holder, well, the toilet paper holder. Another thing that we use today. I think if we ain't have a toilet paper holder, we'll be going crazy. So I'm like, where the tissue at? Why you got the tissue on the sink? It's wet. You know when you put the tissue on the on the sink and you using the sink, the water splashes to get on it. Yeah, that part. So the toilet paper holder is a very good concept, right? So kudos to her. So you never know what you may learn. You just have to be open to learning. We don't have to stop at the end of at the end of February for Black History Month. You can always learn something new and something different each day if you open to it. And once again, talking about Miss Mary Kaner, how she is with her support, goes back to what I was talking about at the beginning. We have to learn how to support each other. And support is not always monetary. It could be word of mouth. Hey, I don't use this product over here, but I know somebody who do have this product for you. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, let them know I sent you. I do that a lot of times. I may not personally buy, but if somebody is looking for a product that you make or that's a part of your business and they need it. Oh, such and such and such does this. Oh, let me share it to you. If I see you promote something, I'm automatically gonna share it to my page. Yes, it's my personal business page. It's about my business, but yet ain't nothing wrong with sharing somebody post to your business. Nothing wrong with that. So I just want y'all to be mindful of that, right? Let's be mindful of supporting each other because honestly, if we support each other, we will come a long way. We will definitely come a long way. So let's talk about it. Next week, we have Mr. Amazing himself, Mr. Alfonso Settles, Mr. To be actor, movie mogul around here. Yes, y'all done seen them. Y'all done seen them and First Lady. Y'all done seen them and um I can't think about that. It's so many movies. He has so many. But he'll be here next week to talk about all the movies he has been in and what he's doing now. So I want y'all to be prepared for that because it's on and popping, you know. And there's a host of events coming up. Once again, as I stated, Keish got Grandma Keish coming on. She doing it and she going with it. So go ahead and check her out on her IG and Facebook and show her mad love. What's up? Y'all know she funny as hell. And don't forget to follow her because she got a whole comedy tour coming up. And the first stop is ATL. Okay. Atlanta, get your tickets. Get ready to get your tickets now because you already know it's about to be off the hook. So let's go. Okay. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You never know where I'm going to be, what I'm doing, anything of that sort. So follow me. I'm in everything. And I got this brunch coming up. Look, this brunch gonna be off the hook. So stay tuned for the Women's Entrepreneurship Empowerment Brunch in May because it's about to be a wonderful time. I got a beautiful panelist of wonderful business women. I'm telling you, it's going down. So I want y'all to stay tuned to that, okay? And also, if y'all would like to be a guest on the show, send me an email, voicingwithqueen@gmail.com, and we can definitely get you on the schedule and bring you on, and we can talk about it. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. But also, in the process, we need you to subscribe and share. That's how we support each other. We subscribe and share. That's how we can support and show up for each other. So let's go. Let's go. Open to it all. And also, that's coming up is Sin and Thrive nonprofit organization is about to start back up with the senior citizen grocery giveaway. And what that is that there are senior citizens that are going to receive groceries delivered to their front door. And the reason being behind this is because there are so many senior citizens out here that is living month to month on a paycheck, Social Security. And after they pay their mortgage, they rent, maybe car note, lights, gas, phone, maybe internet. A lot of them have internet, so maybe internet. We're gonna include that. And then you have a lot of them that's on medications that they have to come out of pocket for. They still need clothes and shoes, which makes it very hard for them to keep food, to be able to eat what they need to eat and eat what they want to eat. Because food prices then went up. And then went up. And I feel that our senior citizens need that type of assistance. And so I'm here to assist. So y'all can join Senior Thrive Senior Thrive nonprofit organization so we can feed our senior citizens by giving them the things that they need: vegetables, bread, milk, the necessities. And if it's more than enough for y'all to participate, we could possibly give them some meat, extra meat a month, because they really need help. And you know, a lot of our senior citizens, they're not going to ask. They not. So, yes, chime in. Let's give our senior citizens the love and respect that they work so hard for their whole life. Because one day we're going to be their age. And how would you want to be treated when you get their age? That's something to think about. How you want to be treated? Don't you want somebody to look out for you when you get older? Family may not be always there. It might be a stranger that have to assist. That's why it's imperative to be kind to any and everybody, because you just don't ever know who it is that you will have to depend on, right? That's just something to think about. Just a little something to think about, put in our brain. So come and join me in Senior Thrive nonprofit organization on feeding our senior citizens. Information will be posted on my Instagram and my Facebook. So once again, I want you to follow me on Instagram and Facebook so you don't miss anything that I got going on with any organization or business. Just like today, y'all missed out on the members only brunch, but it is for members only. Gotta be a member. Gotta be a member. And we got Grandma Keish visiting today. Let's give it up for Grandma Keish. Hey. Hey, Grandma Keish. How, how are you, Miss Lady?
Oh my goodness, baby. It's been a busy ass day. I'm jumping right on to here. Look, I'm just give y'all up close and personal.
Yes, Grandma
Ooh,
Keish, come
hey.
through.
Hello, voices. I am sorry that I'm late, but I had another appointment with Willie.
you, went to, you went to go see a man about a dog?
About a dog, about a hog, and about a log, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yes, voices. I am so sorry that I'm late, but you know, y'all got the best hostess with the mostest. She know how to hold it down to Grandma Keith, be it just a little bit late. What up, though, y'all?
Hey.
Hey, so
you know
what you
I
do?
had to I had to let them know about this upcoming comedy tour
Oh
that's coming on.
yes, look, my grandbaby Keish. Y'all know her as Keish, laugh a lot, Keish. Is going
Yes.
her first tour, like her first 100% funded tour. She then teamed up with comedian Judge Miles from Detroit. So Yes, our first stop is gonna be Memorial Day weekend, May the 26th. We at the Uptown Comedy Corner in Atlanta. And then we coming back home to Grand Rapids at their
Hey.
so it's going the fuck down, and I'll be in attendance. So yes, voices. You can ask Grandma Keisha. You know Grandma Keisha coming with 100% straight knowledge. Okay, and again, I do apologize for being late, but y'all know Grandma Keisha got a busy ass schedule. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all not the only bitches that want Grandma Keisha. Okay.
At least we get a piece of Grandma
Oh,
Quiche.
you
Hey.
gonna get a little snack.
Okay, Grandma Quiche in the house.
Look, I don't know what the topic is or none of that shit, but I am an open book. I'm an OG. I'm giving it to you straight in 100. So feel free to ask Grandma Keish about anything, and I'm gonna give you my honest 100% because I'm gonna keep it 100 opinion.
Okay. So, Grandma Quiche, what we were speaking about was we was talking about how
Ooh, my titties. Ooh, my titties. Ooh.
there's a country, a little small town down south where young boys are just coming up missing. Our young black men are coming up missing.
But you know what? The first suspect is Diddy.
Not Diddy.
Yes,
Diddy kidnap them.
he is like a young black man booty holes, from what I hear.
Oh
And
wow.
this sex trafficking thing is 100% real, okay?
And
Whether
it is.
whether you a male, they trying to get every motherfucking body that got a hole, okay?
Okay.
And you need to understand, y'all need to keep y'all guard up. Stop being so motherfucking trusting to a motherfucker. Even the people that you know, you got to get them host aside. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, you gotta watch your surroundings. If you at Walmart late at night, motherfucker, you see a white van parked next to your ass, bitch, you need to pull off and park in handicap, okay? Because they don't want no retarded motherfuckers, okay? You need to park in handicap, okay? Yeah, because the motherfucking sex traffickers, they out here. Because guess what? Pussy is worth $100,000 minimum and up. If you got some good shit, and if you young and they targeting your ass, they gonna sell your ass. So that's why
Absolutely.
they coming up missing. Because guess what? They still got sex slaves. They got real slaves still. They
Yep.
kidnap motherfuckers for sure.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you know, and it's more black people missing than anything. Where's the motherfucking outrage and outcry for that shit? But guess what? They don't give a fuck about our black asses. But I do. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's so many black people, black children, black men, black women missing. And guess what? Some of them still alive. But guess what? They a motherfucking slave again. And they motherfucking sex slave too. So that answers my question about what the fuck is going on in that little small town you talking about. Yeah, they don't fuck
Absolutely.
about the small town news.
No, they don't.
They sweeping that shit under the motherfucking rug, okay? When it come to us, they always sweeping shit under the rug. When it comes
Yep.
to family and it's family child molestation and rapes in the motherfucking family, guess what they do? Sweep that shit under the rug like it never happened because you don't want to be embarrassed, bitch. But guess what? The shit is real, nigga. And when a white man do it and kidnap your black ass and doing all types of experiments on your ass and raping your motherfucking child, you want to cry out. But what the fuck happened when the uncle was doing it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The fuck? So now it's a whole outcry for this shit. The shit is real.
It
You got to
is.
be careful. When I was in Vegas, I was feeling indifferent. Like, god damn it, these motherfuckers out here staring. They
And
look at it.
that's exactly what I said. I'm like, y'all, it's
Careful.
we got to protect our babies more.
Yeah, you can't look. When I was a little kid, we couldn't spend the night over everybody's house. Especially if
Okay,
you had boys, my friends had brothers. We couldn't go over there. We
for sure.
and at that point, it still wasn't protecting you 100%. Because there
No.
be people in your own damn family trying to do something to you sometimes too. But My mom did the best she can to protect her girls because she got more girls than boys. But sometimes
Mm,
shit, that ain't enough. You
right.
you gotta be over protected. And look, we grew up in a church house. Okay, we grew up in church and shit. A
That's
Christian.
kind of the worst. I ain't gonna even lie to
Oh,
you.
listen. With that being said, when you grow up in a Christian household, your parents, especially when you got pastors and ministers in your family, you come from a very overprotective family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't do shit. Bitch, you better not ride that little motherfucking bike on training rails past that stop sign. You better turn the fuck around. You better not ride your bike. That's how it was with us. Over, overprotected. But guess what? Shit still happens.
Yep.
They do the best that they can, but the world is so fucked up. You got to just start talking to your kids from 2 years
Yeah.
old. Like, look, if somebody trying to play with your little coochie hole and they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They not they just, if somebody change a diaper and they use a wipe, that's fine. But if somebody try to stick a little finger, fuck, it's a problem. You gotta
Mm.
talk to these new kids for real, because they advance, they understand. They got
Oh yeah.
they got their phones and shit. Look, somebody doing some shit inappropriate. If somebody trying to show you they little genitals or they penises and coochies and booty and shit, and they grown, you come and tell mama about that shit. Don't sugarcoat shit. My daddy was not a perfect man, but god damn it, I thank God that he didn't ever sugarcoat shit with me. He taught me the real shit. He spilled it out and said the motherfucking words that people might what the fuck he was talking about. He let
Yeah.
you can't hide shit. You can't sugarcoat shit. You gotta come out 100% and say what the fuck is on your mind and tell your kids about the shit, because we living in a world where shit is advanced.
Absolutely.
Not even about the sex shit, but just about drugs and just about life and credit and education. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all got to
Yeah.
start teaching from an earlier age. Now, don't be scared to talk about the birds and the bees now. These
Absolutely.
kids at 5 years old.
Yep. It's time to start talking to our kids and educating our kids, but it's time to keep a hold on our children as well. It's just that time.
Yeah.
So if you gotta track their ass, then track them. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, you got to track
Got
them.
to.
You got to
Yeah.
track. But back in the day, tracking was bring your ass home at a respectful time when the street lights come on. You got to come in the house. These kids are staying out so late at night. And I want to give a special shout out to the family of Terrence Coker Jr. I didn't know this young man, but people that I know knew this young man. And he was murdered. He was a high school basketball star. He was a senior. He was on his way to big things. And he was out one night and he unfortunately got gunned down. And I would just want to send a special condolences to his family and prayers to his family. But I'm a part of that basketball family. And I know a lot of people that know this family and know this young man. So it kind of hit home. And I have nephews that are 17, that are teenagers. This young man was only like 17 or 18 years old, lost his life to gun violence, and he was on his way. He was a basketball phenomenon and a basketball star here in Michigan. And so we want to send some condolences to his family.
Most
And
definitely.
he had a lot of support around him. It's just like unfortunate. Like, what? How can we win? We got a child that has a lot of good mentors around him, a lot of strong black men around him that guided him, that mentored him. He was on his way on the right road as far as his education and athleticism, but still he lost his life to gun violence. Like, where does it stop at? Like, it's just so much. Like, his mom is like, she played basketball. I remember his mom when she played basketball, and she
Mhm.
is a positive person. She's a fitness instructor. Her life is good, on the right track. She's a positive person. She did the best she can. She raised a phenomenal boy, but still lost. Like, where does it stop? Like, God help us.
Absolutely.
God help us.
Absolutely. It's very, very crucial at this point. I was just talking about the two 16-year-old girls that's missing, the teenage boy that's missing from here in Detroit. Like, it just don't make no sense that all our babies every day is coming up missing. And people were like, well, didn't you see the news? Look, social media is enough news for me.
Yeah. But
It's a lot.
it's
So,
not. And I don't even watch news. It's so depressing. I get
yeah,
my from social media because people
me too.
and everything. Like, back in the day, where our parents used to get right up and that's the first thing they turn on is the news. I don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just because the cheap bitch ain't got cable. I just don't want to hear shit.
Right.
but
Absolutely.
but yeah, we gotta stay prayed up. We gotta stay watchful.
Yes.
We gotta stay positive, and we have to be honest, 100% honest of the world. And I think that with me growing up in church, and being raised as a Christian, um, I didn't know what the real world was. I'm just gonna share this from our personal experience. Like, you know, sometimes when you can be too kind, people try to take advantage of your humbleness.
Absolutely.
And I think that maybe my mom could have been like more truthful with me on how wicked and terrible the world is, because this is a wicked ass place.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It really is hell on earth to me,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
we have so much evilness and disrespect and disloyalty. That's what the topic was on the show that I was on before here, and
Uh-huh.
that and I wish I just would have knew at a younger age what the real was before I got off this bitch and got grown. I'm trying to teach. I'm
Absolutely.
treating bitches like they my neighbor, my friendly
Yeah.
neighbor. That's what church said.
That is what church
And
said.
it's just like, no, this is what Jesus said. Jesus said, yeah, you can fry these niggas and fish and turn water into wine, but be watchful, Moses. This is why I'm giving you this stick. This is why I'm
Absolutely.
making it look like a baseball bat. And if any of these niggas don't want to cross the Red Sea, bust their ass in the head. Like words should have been preached.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jesus, the Lord God, he flooded Pharaoh ass. Flooded his ass
Yeah.
like a carnival cruise ship that tipped over. He flooded their ass like the Titanic because they was evil.
Mhm.
And that's how it should have been preached, so we can know.
Well, we want to give a big shout out, get our flowers to Miss Grandma Keach for coming up in here.
Yes,
Hey.
y'all follow me at Laugh Like Keys for upcoming events.
Yes.
I wear my evangelist hat, so I had to go to preaching for just to let. Yeah,
Not the evangelist
I
hat.
know that you was gonna say. Like, I get emotional about people hurting children and things like that. I don't like that shit because I feel like children are angels. They innocent.
They are.
You shouldn't be fucking with kids. You shouldn't be
That's
kidnapping
true.
kids and nothing like that.
That is very true. So, Grandma Keisha, I was letting them know that next week we got Mr. Alfonso Settles,
Oh, yeah,
Mr. Amazing.
very talented actor from Detroit.
Yes.
Ooh, he's a phenomenon.
I said that. Yes, he is. So
He's
we will
also
definitely.
he's also the first stripper that ever picked Grandma Keisha up. I was in the little showcase with him. He almost dropped me. Okay, now Grandma Keisha lost about 100 pounds, and if you want to, I'm lighter now, baby.
I think he ain't gonna have no problem with it, Grandma Keisha.
Yeah, he didn't have a problem then. He just shaking a little bit. I'm like, nigga, don't drop me. Nigga, don't drop me, Fonzo.
Okay. All right, voices. There you go. We back. New day, new time, new everything. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the share button. Don't forget to follow us on IG and Facebook. Don't forget to hit our sponsors up. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. Deuces.